Unhappy birthday. They happen every year, and you have come to dread the appearance of both your own birthdays and mine. You would much rather neither take place if you are entirely honest. The day is spent treading on eggshells as you await the inevitable argument and dressing down that you will receive. The annual sense of disappointment will happen again and again, and you hope somehow it will change, but it never does. Let's begin with my birthday. You dedicate time and money to making my birthday an enjoyable and memorable occasion. I dedicate a degree of energy to ensure that it is memorable, but for the wrong reasons. You plan something special to mark the occasion and go to considerable lengths to organize a surprise party or a trip out somewhere you believe I will like. You scour catalogues on the internet, trying to find that gift you hope that will make me break out in a smile. Most normal people will be happy with half the effort you put into pleasing me on my birthday. Not me. The occasion may involve a grand day out and a spectacular gift. But just as it did last year and the year before that, it will end in an argument and us lashing out at you. On the face of it, one would imagine that just for once we would get through the day without causing some kind of drama. After all, the day is all about us. Exactly what we like and what we want. People wish us happy birthday, they send us cards, they give us presents, and you run around lifting and carrying for us, even more than usual. The spotlight is firmly on us. We drink up all this fuel, but we still want more. Every single second has to be about us. Do not expect us to thank you or anyone else who provides us with a gift. Remember, we are entitled to receive them. We may have received gifts of 20 people, but you know that all we will harp on about is the person who did not get us a gift, who we expected them to do so. That becomes the focus of our irritation. The brilliant and thoughtful gifts are left to one side as we rail against this one person who has not bought us something. It does not matter that they sent a card. It does not matter that we did not send them a gift on their birthday and have never done so. And it does not matter that nobody else would expect this distant relative to send such a gift. We will raise it and repeat it and rant about it. Woe betide you if you do not give us the exact gift we expected. If you fail to do this, we will comment and lash out at you. You cannot possibly love us since you did not give us the right gift. We conveniently ignore the fact that what you have bought us is still a wonderful gift and we actually do like it. That is not the point. It is not the gift we wanted, and you will be subjected to our scathing remarks. If, by sheer dint of exhausted effort, you manage against all the odds to work out what we want, don't expect us to help you by explaining what we want, by the way. We expect you to know this through telepathy, and you give us the right gift, do not expect smiles and thanks. We need to make a scene. Instead, we will remark, I see you finally got it right. It does not really make up for all the years you got it wrong, does it? You can never win when it comes to providing us with gifts. We will always want to put you down, no matter what you have done, and irrespective of the effort and expense that you have gone to. We will always be unsatisfied, and this will manifest in us giving you a dressing down in front of everyone at the party, or storming out of the venue at some slight. Every year you will hear the same stinging accusation ringing in your ears. You've ruined my birthday. Again. When it comes to your birthday, the position is just as bad. We will routinely pretend to forget about it. Do not be fooled by our repeated apparent memory lapses. We have minds that remember everything, and our powers of recall are spectacular. We know your birthday is on the horizon, and with most things with us, it generates two reactions. On the one hand, we resent the forthcoming anniversary because it is a day geared towards the individual, namely you. It is not about us, and we cannot stand that. It is rare that you ever allow the spotlight to be shone on you. By now, you are so used to having to point it at us, you give up on it ever being fixed on you. But you do hold out the futile notion that it might still be done on your birthday, of all days. We find this galling. This is a day that will be about you, and thus where will we get our fuel? Its approach generates dread and horror inside of us. Conversely, we may relish your birthday because we know, despite every previous disappointment, you still hold out hope that this year it might just be different. You pray to your own personal God that please, just for once, the day can pass without incident and you can enjoy yourself. You are not particularly bothered about doing anything special, perhaps a meal out somewhere, and the gift need not be expensive just so long as it exhibits some kind of thought. Your thoughts are based on hope as opposed to expectation. It will not be different, because we need to spoil it. We need to make you feel upset and demeaned. To achieve this, there are various things that we will do on your birthday. 1. We forget about it completely. If you mention at 6 p.m. that evening that it is your birthday, we will lash out at you by explaining how busy we have been at work, or that there has been some other pressing matter which means that it has slipped our minds. We deliberately forget about it, and we will not countenance you criticizing our omission. 2. We organize something lavish, but we know it is not something you will actually like. As usual, you put a brave face on it and fix a rigid smile for your face. We know what you are really thinking, because we know it is not something you like. In fact, it is more likely that we have organized something that we will enjoy. We do this so that everyone else can see what a grand and delightful gesture we have made, and we drink in this admiration. It also enables us to poke at you repeatedly, suggesting that you don't like it. We are goading you into making a tiny admission that it is not quite what you expected. If you do this, then we will erupt in self-indignant fury as we castigate you for being ungrateful after all the effort we have gone to. 3. We buy some token gesture and point out that your 43rd birthday is not really something to celebrate, is it? It is hardly a milestone. We then use this to remark on your advancing years and point out your various flaws. 4. We organise a lovely birthday for you, but spoil it by turning the spotlight back onto ourselves. We turn up late, we flirt with a guest, or we manufacture some drama so that everyone is looking at us and not you. We complain at waiters when there is a family meal out, when there isn't actually no need to do so. We want to make a scene and wrench the spotlight back over to us. 5. We remember your birthday and spend it doing what you want, and we're pleasant to you until early evening when we deliberately pick a fight with you over absolutely nothing. The fuel we gain from this behaviour is all the sweeter as we have built you up. Your guarded behaviour has melted away as we appear to have done everything that pleases you. We are waiting. We are waiting for you to feel good and happy, and then we will cast you down so your emotional reaction to our provocation is all the more heightened. This behaviour is not just reserved for your birthday, although we enjoy ruining your birthday the most. We do this with the birthdays of our children, friends, and family. We hate it being about someone else, and we hate seeing him or her being happy. In our world, nobody else is allowed a birthday, and we believe that every day is our birthday, and everyone should recognize that and act accordingly. We know that you would rather your birthday be erased from the calendar. It is always a horrible day in one form or another, and you would rather it not take place. We put a big red ring around it in the calendar in our mind, and scribble next to the day the words, Special Fuel Day.